Good morning, everyone. My name is Kayla, and today I'm going to talk about the Indonesia rainforest, a global treasure under threat. So, I want to ask you, did you know that Indonesia rainforest is a very important to our community? If you don't know, listen to my explain because this is very important. But first, before I explain to you guys, I want you to imagine walking through a dense, lush rainforest where sunlight filters through the towering trees, exotic birds fill the air with their songs, and rivers flow to the heart of nature's most diverse ecosystem. This is Indonesia tropical rainforest, a national and a global treasure. Indonesia forests are not just about trees; they are being called lungs of the earth because rainforest absorbing carbon dioxide and producing oxygen that creating a sustained life. They are home to 10% of the world plant species, 12% of mammals, and 17% of birds, making them one of the most rich biodiversity hotspots in the world. However, despite their importance, these forests are under severe threat. Every year, thousands of hectares of rainforests are disappeared due to deforestation, illegal logging, and land clearing for agriculture, particularly for palm oil plantations. If we do not take immediate actions, Indonesia rainforest could be permanently damaged, leading to devastating consequences for biodiversity, climate stability, and human livelihoods. Deforestation in Indonesia is one of the highest in the world. According to the Global Forest Watch in 2023, alone Indonesia lost 144,000 hectares of primary forest. While this is an improvement compared to the previous years, but it is still a massive losses. The main causes of this destruction it's because of this plum oil plantation. Palm oil is in use everyday product from food to cosmetic, but its production often comes at the cost of massive deforestation. Companies clear vast area of rainforests, destroying habitats and forcing species like orangutan, tigers toward extinctions. And then the second one is forest fires. Many fires in Indonesia are deliberately set to clear lands. These fires release toxic haze that affects not only Indonesian people but also Malaysia and Singapore, causing severe respiratory illness and economic damage. The third one is illegal logging. Logging for timber and paper continue despite the government regulation as a weak enforcement allowed to forests to be exploited for profit. The destruction of Indonesia rainforests are severe consequences. Like this. The first one is climate change acceleration. Indonesia peatlands store enormous amount of carbon, but when forests are burned or cleared, the carbon is released into the atmosphere, contributing to global warming. The second one is loss of biodiversity. Without this forest, many species will disappear. Like the Sumatran tiger, for example, has a fewer than 400 individuals in wild. And the third one is impact on indigenous communities. Millions of indigenous people still relying on the rainforest for food, medicine, even cultural heritage. As forests disappear, so do their homes and way of life. To understand how serious this issue is, let's take a look at the real example. In 2015, Indonesia experienced one of the worst forest fire crisis in history. Over 2.6 million hectares of land burned, releasing more carbon than the entire United Kingdom produced in a year. The toxic haze from fire affected millions of people in Indonesia, but not just Indonesia, even Malaysia and Singapore, our neighbor, causing widespread health problems, school closures, and economic damage. This disaster was a wake-up call that deforestation is not an Indonesian problem. It's affects the entire world. Deforestation contributes to climate change, extreme weather, and global biodiversity loss. We allow this to continue, we risk losing more than just forests. We risk the health and stability of our planet and our people, also our animal. Despite these challenges, there is a hope. In recent years, Indonesia has made a progress in reducing the deforestation thanks to the government policies, corporate commitments, and conservation efforts. However, we need to do more, not just that. We need to do more. The solution here is what must be done. The first one is the stronger environmental policies. The government must continue enforcing strict regulation to protect forests and stop illegal land clearing. Investment in reforestation projects must increase. The second one is corporate responsibility. Company must commit to sustainable palm oil production and zero deforestation supply chain. And the business should be held accountable for environmental destruction. The third one is consumer awareness. As a consumer, we must choose a sustainable source products and reduce waste, like reduce, reuse, recycle. It's helpful. And then checking for certified sustainable palm oil in the products we buy can make a difference. Fourth and last, global cooperation. The international community must support Indonesia in conservation efforts and funding for sustainable development. Government worldwide should be implement the policies that promote a technical supply chain. Indonesian rainforests are among the most valuable ecosystems on Earth. They regulate climate, store carbon, provide oxygen, and support millions of species and people. But every year, I don't know why they continue to disappear due to human greed, weak enforcement, and global demand for unsustainable products. The good news is that we still have time to change course. If governments, businesses, and individuals work together, we can protect the Indonesia rainforests before it's too late. We can choose sustainable over destruction. Right now, I want to ask you all today, will we continue to let our forests vanish, or will we take action to protect them for future generations? The choice is ours and the time to act is now. I think is that all. Thank you so much.